Lurch!
What's up, man?
Oh, look at this, just in time, Mr. Brady. There's the man. Oh, get those headphones on, damn you! And for God's sakes, tuck up those pajamas. So what's up there, people? It's
Good evening.
No Joe tonight, but we got our buddy Lurch hanging out with us. Look at that, right from the chat to your screen. What's better than that?
Lurch, how are you, bud?
Good, man. Hanging in there. How about you?
Happy New Year, buddy.
You too, man. Yes.
Are we ready? Did you guys go, or should I find a spot?
No, we were waiting, giving you a couple more minutes. We haven't started yet. We just hopped on. I'm just trying to adjust this. I keep hitting the wrong damn button now.
Yeah, duty calls. This family craziness.
Duty? He said duty.
Yeah, I couldn't find it anywhere else, so I grabbed my old school DVD.
Nice. Yeah, I have mine uploaded on my drive. But that's yeah. So we were talking right before this. It's been a minute since I watched this. I love this film. It's so funny.
I haven't watched it in a long time. It didn't do that well at the theater, right?
No, it really didn't. I don't. Yeah, they didn't really promote it the right way. They kept promoting it more like as a Kiss film, and it really wasn't.
No,
Kiss was in it.
Put any music rock band in it, that would have been fine.
Yeah, so I mean,
I always
30 seconds at the end.
That cover art is just so cool.
Yeah, it is really cool, man.
It looks like Mad Magazine cover art. I love it. Like you expect to see Alfred E. Newman on it. This
is one of those movies too where I've met like a handful of the actors in it, but I've only got one autograph from the movie. It's like, damn.
You have the guy that played Jam, right? The lead guy.
Yeah, Sam Huntington.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name off the top of my head. You don't have Edward Furlong on anything?
I got a John Connor San Diego Comic-Con NECA figure signed by him.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you don't have him on this.
That's one of those NECA figures, like where it's got the jacket or it opens up like the door, and he closed it right away. And of course, all the ink got on the inside. I was like, thanks, man.
What's up, Ryan? Now we're live on your. There you go. Well, you're having a good night. Yeah,
hey, Ryan.
Psyched to watch this. Totally psyched to watch
cinema. It. What year was this? 99 or 2000, right?
This was 1999. Yeah.
Year I graduated high school.
Sure, make me feel old, you bastard. The year I got married.
Lurch, did you have a good holiday? The holidays were good for you, bud?
Yeah, man. It just goes by too fast, man. Already back to work, so.
Isn't it horrible?
Yeah, man.
I had everybody mechanical contractor wise like, I need this now. I'm like, yeah, of course. Now, yeah. Take it easy.
Brian was 13 in 99.
Pat, if you want me to say now, that makes me feel old.
Makes you feel old. Well, Lurch, how old were you in 99?
99, I was 10. Yeah, I was 10.
Younger than Ryan. There you go. See? You're the younger one.
Now Ryan feels old.
Now Ryan's like, sure, make me feel old, Pat, you bastard. Yeah, I was walking to from the parking lot to the building I'm working in this morning. I'm like, where did that weekend just go? Wasn't I supposed to have a 3-day weekend? How the hell is this over already?
Yeah, it's rough, dude.
He just realized, he's like, oh, I just realized it was Lurch. Yeah, Joe's not joining us tonight. Joe's having some storms going through San Antonio. So I guess he said his internet keeps dropping. But maybe we'll see. Maybe he'll hop on in the chat.
You better, Joe. No excuses.
Yeah, no excuses, damn it. Yeah, I'll give him. It's like, come on, Joe. You know, you're supposed to be on.
Well, we're waiting.
Judge Smales, man. Our hero.
Yeah, I gotta
Lurch
add some more new clips.
Lurch is sporting a Rob Zombie Halloween shirt. How about that?
Oh yeah, man. I'm trying to think who it was. Gutter Garbs that put these out, man. And I seen it. I was like, I gotta get one.
I actually earlier today the shirt the thing Pat's wearing, that hoodie. I have the regular shirt of that. I wore that earlier today.
Oh, is it the one? Is it long sleeve?
Mine's not a long sleeve one, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this thing is nice. This is that hoodie from Hot Topic from a couple years ago. I love this thing. It's like my whoopee.
I swear, next time that Rucking Fountain company does like a timed release, oh man, you got to jump on their Halloween stuff every year.
Well,
Did you guys order the H3 one?
I'm still waiting for that. Yeah, when is that supposed to come out?
I don't know, man. I've been checking it. It hadn't shipped yet or anything, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I did order that. I'm like, where the hell is that damn shirt? Damn it.
The Edmiston one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was going to be this long. I thought it was like, oh, you know, do the order maybe a week or two, but it's been well over a month.
Yeah, well, actually, it's been October.
Yeah, I was going to say probably been even longer because this time is just flying by.
I think it happened right after age 45. I think it was like a couple weeks after that at the most.
Yeah. Ryan says, I still love me some motherfucking Rob fucking zombies motherfucking hello fucking ween motherfucker. I don't have a problem with it. I never did. Even the beginning when I was turned off from at the beginning for a while, but then I've come to appreciate it just because I love William Forsythe.
Oh, William Forsythe's the man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a total different concept, though. It was a nice. It was just nice to see it differently. It's rough to watch the second half, just kind of as a remake. That's all. But there were still some cool aspects of it, though.
Oh, it's got a good soundtrack, man.
Soundtrack is good.
Both of them. Both of his. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's a rock star.
Oh yeah,
rock star.
I finally got one of the Bob bobbleheads. I bought one on eBay. Where he's the Bob Kill one.
Oh, from Hot Topic, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't get it when it came out?
Yeah, I got it pretty cheap, man. Like $60, I think. So.
Yeah, the value went down a little bit, so it's easier for guys that missed out on it. So good for you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, remember they were like over $100 forever, Pat? It was like, why?
Yeah. I tell people, you know, just give it some time. It's going to go down in price. Like me, I didn't even run out and buy the Halloween Ends NECA figure and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I'll get it. You know why? Because I've been running out and buying all the other ones. And then every time I go to like a store, there's a shit ton of them in all different places. I'm like, I'll get it.
Yeah.
I'm not running.
That'll be around like, I think most pictures I've been seeing, there's like 4 or 5 of them at Target everywhere.
Yeah. I'm not running out to get it.
Did you get one, Lurch, already?
Oh, yeah, man. I ordered from Target and they actually sent me 2 of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you paid for one?
Mm-hmm.
Score.
Yeah, man.
You know, that happened to me. I think Pat remembers hearing this story. You know what that happened with me, Lurch, with the Spirit Halloween, the Halloween 6 snow globes. I got
That's
2
right.
of those.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, man.
I told the story to my brother, and he's like, "You're going to give me that, right?" I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." He's my brother. Of course, you got.
Yeah, of course. Like
I bought one of those popcorn guns, man. I don't know why I bought that. Thing is huge, man.
Oh, for the
Killer Clowns.
Killer Clowns, yeah.
Yeah, that thing is huge.
I think our friend Jeremy Moorhead's been getting it autographed, actually.
I want to get the Cheetos brothers to autograph it.
Who did I see with one of those?
The animatronics went quick there too, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
the Nightmare, the girl from Nightmare Toys. I saw she posted that gun that she bought it.
Oh,
One of her
Christy.
posts. Yeah, one of those posts. She had that damn thing. It looked huge, huge.
Huge. Oh, why is eBay
But-
going off?
Oh, there you go. There's your eBay sound. Somebody tracking something on eBay. Well, we could start. I got the movie all lined up. Let's get this baby rolling. You guys all set up?
Yep,
Let's
ready to
do
roll.
it. Do it now. Come on.
Do it. Do it. All right. So do 3, 2, 1, and press play.
There's the swinging New Line Cinema logo.
Yes, it is. Actually, let me turn it down a little bit on my end. It's really loud. Awesome. Yeah, this movie, I remember going to see it. I think, actually, yeah, I did. I went and saw this with Pat, my friend Pat, that you guys met out in California.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I actually didn't see 1978. That's hilarious. I didn't see this in the theater, and I was seeing almost everything in the theater at the time.
Oh,
Didn't
you
last
see
long.
it? No, it really wasn't in the theater long. Yeah. And it's a shame too, because I don't know why. I get maybe it was the promotion, the marketing, because Kiss was still pretty darn big in '99. You know, because it was the original band still.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
What do you
Lynn
guys
Shay,
think
she was
about their
good in this.
Avatar shows? Not to cut you off, man.
I don't know. It's well, truth be told, they're really not going to do much of it. They said till like 2026 or 7, some really far into the future.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to Eddie Trunk today, and he was just saying that. And I don't know if they did it. I'd probably check it out, but it's not one of those things that you'd go back. It's like when you go to a live concert, it's usually different all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to sound a little bit different. Maybe they move a little bit, different production. But if it's going to be the same thing over and over, it's like, am I going to go to an arena to see a movie over and over
Yeah.
again?
I always love that part. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Kiss Love Gun. That's I Stole Your Love, first song.
And this is one of our faves, Lynn Shay, who's going
Lynch.
to be around the convention circuit this year. So
Yes, she is. That's her.
and we could see her earlier in Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. Her brother was the big part of that, right? Robert Shay.
Robert Jack, yeah.
But the Insidious one before now, she's been in one of those. The Devil's Music.
The Devil's Music. So wait, I'll tell you, that's when I was in the kid in the '70s, man. There was some people. I mean, my parents were cool about it. Some people were really up in arms about this shit.
I'm gonna get a kick out of when she goes on the PA system at school, and they're all like looking. We found
laughing at
your
him?
chess tickets. They're like, "Oh fuck."
This was like me and my friends in high school too. Just learning how to play our instruments and just farting around and making a lot of noise and a lot of drinking. Was never too much into the smoke, but I was definitely still am.
Were you guys Sepultura fans, or was that too heavy for you, Pat?
Oh,
I
man,
liked
I
it, but I
love
was never-
Sepultura, man.
I like
You're-
Sepultura, but I was more of a Slayer fan.
You remember Chaos AD? So the first song of that album is just chaos. We used to freaking just start killing each other, moshing in my buddy's basement. We like broke like 3 windows, went through a wall.
They're doing their farewell tour this year.
Now they're not all original though, right? Some of them.
Nah, I
are
think there's only like maybe one or two it may be a completely different lineup now.
God, that was
Hey,
a big thing in '95.
What's up, Travis? Happy New Year.
Travis, Happy New Year. Where the hell have you been? We've missed you.
Man, did he change Edward Furlong, huh?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know what? He's got his footprint on, he did some big stuff. This is right around
yeah.
American History X time too. I think it's within a year of it.
I think so, yeah.
Another good film. Hard to watch, but good film.
Yeah, it's good film, but a rough watch. I loved all the scattered like Kiss collectibles and the walls. That's because my brother and I shared a bedroom growing up, and that was pretty much the way our bedroom looked. It was like wall to wall Kiss shit.
I should have worn a Kiss shirt tonight.
I didn't think of it. My wife said, "I'm wearing a Kiss shirt." I'm like, it's cold. I don't have any Kiss hoodies. I have tons of Kiss shirts, but I don't have any Kiss hoodies.
I actually had that Zeppelin poster in the back.
I had that beach towel. And it's funny, the geek in me picks out the things that are incorrect. Like that beach towel was an Australian beach towel that was not out in 78. The Devil's Body Count, that's what's up. I love that.
Now,
Every time
what was that?
I mean, how many times somebody will say, "Hey, what's up, Pat?" I'm like, "The Devil's Body Count." And they're like, "What?"
Sam Huntington played Jimmy in when they did the new Superman movie, the Brendan Roth one, Superman Lives. He was the new Jimmy, the photographer.
Oh, was he? I didn't know that. I did not see it.
Smile, Jesus loves you.
I love the intro to this. This is awesome.
The devil's music.
Real cool intro with flashing stuff of Kiss and everything. I'm like, this is awesome. James DeBello, that's the guy. He's funny as hell. The Fonz. I was Kiss at Anaheim.
So,
Kiss
Lurch, you're a big
cards.
Kiss fan then too, right?
Oh yeah, man. I don't
comic
do any
book.
of the collecting of their stuff, but I'm a big Kiss fan.
If you heard us talk, if you're ever out in Vegas, go to they got the miniature golf and museum place at the was at the Rio Hotel. It's awesome.
I've seen pictures of it, man. It looks cool.
Just like Macaulay Culkin, Edward Furlong will get his Hollywood star on the drive-through of Carl's Jr. Studio 54. Andy Warhol. That was a Cadillac High School in 76 where Kiss went to a whole parade there.
I will say I've met Gene and I've met Ace, and both of them were they were cool. Gene was kind of fast because it was a busy thing at Wizard World, but Ace just looked like he was almost brain dead, but he was talking.
Oh yeah, that's the way he's always is. The Kiss radio.
You know what? I didn't take a picture of my poster, Pat, but I'll send a picture of that Funko Pop I got that signed for my buddy. That was really cool.
Well, I think I told you the story the time I saw Ace Frehley, like this small hole in the wall club, probably in the mid to late 90s. And I was there with a friend of mine, my friend Mark, and he was sloppy as hell because he was still drinking at the time, and he was completely shit-faced. So we're sitting at this small bar, and like somebody keeps bumping into me. And I turn around to see who it is. Like, what the fuck? It was him.
Oh,
and
really?
And he's completely shit-ass drunk at the bar with, like, I guess one of his handlers or whatever. And they're like, oh, whoa. I'm like, whoa, nothing. He's bumping into me, and he's like, hey, what's up, Carly? And I'm like, I'll buy you a drink. And we bought him a bunch of drinks, and it was funny as hell.
Man.
Yeah, like why would you? Oh, he switched to jackets. That's why. It's like those Kiss tickets, man. You got to covet that shit.
Don't have to worry about that anymore now with cell phones.
Yeah, exactly. You can't even get tickets anymore.
Yeah, that drives me crazy, man, because I like the stubs. I like to keep the stubs.
Yeah,
I used to have all my stuff. I don't know what happened to them all.
So my company has the Cubs season tickets, and what they do now, since it's all on the phone, on the app, they give you a box of tickets so you have them as a memoir. That's what they do.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like your mom's a fucking dyke. She's a female gynecologist. Shrooms.
The one part that always sticks out to me, or the whole thing, is about the disco people that they run into, and the Kiss fans like ripping on disco, and they're going to do the disco album right after this, right?
Yeah, Natasha Lee was like, disco's so big, I wouldn't be surprised if Kiss did a fucking disco album. Kiss will never do a bullshit disco album. What did they do the next year? I said, think because of the success of T2, Edward had a lot of very overlooked films like this, Brain Scan, Pet Sematary 2.
I think Pet Sematary 2 is an underrated sequel. I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, I like Pet Sematary 2.
It's different. It's not. I think it's more. It's not as serious. Is maybe the best way to say it. Right? It's got a little bit of a humor to it.
Brain Scan was just on. I was flicking through but I think it was on Pluto when I was flicking through when it was on.
Franklin Jello. That was the first R-rated movie I got kicked out of. We bought tickets for White Fang 2. We snuck into it. We had a serious manager that's like, "You got to leave." It's like, damn.
you got to go. You got to go.
Do you guys have a favorite album?
Mine's Destroyer easily. It's just the one
Destroyer.
I played the most. It's hard though because like Love Gun's good. The self-titled album's good, right, Pat?
I mean, I love every one of the 70s albums, but yeah, Love Gun is probably my favorite. It's more special. It's the first I first listened to Kiss back in 75 because of my brother. And she used to steal his albums until my parents started buying them for me, probably around 78, 79. I got some for Christmas. But my grandmother, when Love Gun came out, I remember her taking me to freaking Sam Goody
To go get it, yeah.
to go buy it. Vividly remember that.
I had a real big kick with Dress to Kill for a while. I don't know why that album got
they're fun, like 3.5 minute songs.
The cover's cool too.
Yeah.
I had a picture of me and my friends. I don't know what that. Shit, I wonder if I still have it. I thought I had it on Facebook. Me and my friends on that street corner, right at that light where they took the picture in New York.
Really?
This is also the way he's dressed.
Hey, dork, right?
That geek looks like Jam. Are you the preppy sailboat captain?
So what are we? Hotter Than Hell. I don't think I listened to that one as much. Rock and Roll Over, right?
Hotter Than Hell's got a lot of great songs. It's got a real muddy production, so it's always wish that they would have remastered it.
Oh, Dynasty and Unmasked. Oh yeah. But yeah, the live albums are great. It's just I like the Alive 3, even though it's not with the original band.
Oh yeah, the dead kitten scene. Yeah.
I like it where Gus gets a little kinky with his wife, and Gus has already been reborn. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah. But it's got Goose from Top Gun, right? Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
It's got Gene Simmons' wife too.
Oh, the Tweed.
Yeah, Shannon Tweed.
She's like the soft porn Hall of Famer, right?
Oh yeah.
She was the queen of Skinamax. And
I always like this brunette. This what was she on? What show?
She was Rose from 2.5 Men.
Yeah, it's like the girl next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty.
And she played such a good part in 2.5 Men. She played a wacko perfectly. All right. So I've never been a real big Kiss fan. I got a few jams I like, but yeah, that's fine. It's acquired taste. I never fault people for not liking Kiss or whatever.
Absolutely.
I'm like, you like them, you don't. I'm the same way. There's a lot of things other people like that I don't particularly care for, but I don't sit there. I won't shit on it. Unless it's Skinamarink or rap.
But they make these big sets of these bands now with these Funko Pop sets. They're pretty damn cool though, because there's a lot of space for those things to get signed. But like it's hard plastic, it's not the soft plastic too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit of a heavier box. It's like, damn.
Did you get the Halloween one with like the VHS cover?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to
Where
get
he's
that
kind
one,
of
man.
like orange.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird how he's like orange. Could you imagine your mom doing this? Oh my God.
That'd
I'd
be
have to kill her.
horrible.
I'd have to kill her.
The one's gonna be in the frickin' the teacher's even giggling.
Yeah, I would definitely have to kill the mother in her sleep.
Everybody's laughing but them.
Yeah. And he was sleeping in class. And those they maybe join us because looks there's a few people joining. I have a timestamp of 15 minutes and 31 seconds. He's just about to confront Lynn Shay, his mom. The only Kiss concert Travis has been to is in the video game Tony Hawk's Underground, where there's a full level devoted to it. Really? They get to play as all the members. Yeah, I'm not a gamer. That's why I didn't know. That's pretty cool. I've been to about, let's see, gotta be like 25. I've seen him like 25 times at least.
Damn.
Now, what kind of mother would do this where the other three,
Well, that's the thing.
I think
I
she would
would-
respect the other three's wishes if their parents are okay with it.
They're around the corner. I'm sorry, man. Somebody's mom, one of my friends' moms. I'm like, give me my fucking ticket. You want to burn his? Go ahead. Don't burn my ticket.
Newports.
His Newport. So my mother smoked. My mother smoked Newport 100s. Like if that was me, I would have went over there and kicked the radio. I was like, you crazy? Burning my ticket, burn his ticket. I don't give a shit. And you look at the face value of those tickets. You probably can't see it well. Look, $15.50 to see a show.
Yeah, I got some old Metallica stubs, man. It'd be like
that's actually
$10 to get in.
Actually, $5.50. I think it says on it.
I will say though, when they came back all together in 2000, that's when I saw them, the original band. That was pretty freaking cool to see them all back in 2000.
Oh yeah, man. First time I saw the original band all back was Madison Square. I had they did 4 nights at Madison Square Garden. I had tickets for the first 2 nights. And it was because I never saw the original band until 96. Because they broke because Peter Criss left in 80, Ace left in 82. So, and I tried going. Fuck, it's Elvis. I was trying to go for the longest time, but nobody would take me. My parents are like, nope, not taking you. Joe's Guitar Shop, what's up?
Hello.
Jump on in.
It's like the way this guy runs this guard.
The guard, yeah.
Is it still Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, Joe. I just think it was the marketing at the time. They really over hyped the it being like a Kiss film. So if you weren't into Kiss, you kind of just didn't go. They should just promote it more as like a teen comedy, and I think it would have done better.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess calling it Detroit Rock City didn't really matter as much, but maybe that might have
No,
been
not really, because I mean, this.
You would only know that if you're a Kiss fan, right?
Well, there's other things that might be the name of a movie that was from a song or something like that might necessarily be related to it. The only thing right off the top of my head is the TV show that I've been watching now. I didn't even know existed. That Eastbound and Down.
Mm-hmm.
Eastbound and Down is a song. That's the Smokey and the Bandit song, but it has nothing to do with it.
That show's hilarious, man.
This is great when she farts.
What did you say? I've never seen a chick blow ass before.
Yeah, these had never heard a chick
Yep.
blow ass before she farts. Hey, girls can say whatever they want. They fart and poop just like everybody else.
Ah!
See, this is like a good, fun teen comedy. So they really should have hyped it as such. Because truth be told, I ran out to see it. Why? Because I'm a Kiss fan, and they touted it as a Kiss movie. That's why I ran out. So they kind of alienated a lot of people by making it a Kiss film.
The first trivia fact I saw on IMDb: this was the first film to be released on DVD before VHS. Isn't that wild?
I didn't know that.
Oh, I do remember hearing that. I remember reading it somewhere. That's right. I completely forgot about that.
Oh, this movie, yeah, it lost its ass, Pat. $34 million it cost to make. We made just over $4 million. Excuse me.
Yeah. You know, it found life as a cult movie.
So it looks like they filmed it in Ontario.
Yeah, they did. The concert at the end, which was supposed to be Cobo Hall in Detroit, is actually in Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah, Cops Coliseum in Hamilton.
The only album I've ever heard all the way through was Monster from 2012. Not my thing, but I enjoyed it. My granddad last thing off Carly scooped up dog. Fucked up.
Another way, I guess, they could have made more money, and they decided against it, was making it PG-13, dropping it. But they made the right decision, obviously, for people like us, right?
Yeah, Monster was their last studio album. It wasn't that bad. It had a couple of decent songs.
Yeah, much of the memorabilia used was from Gene Simmons' collection. That makes sense.
Yep.
Now, here's something wild. The original cut of the film's over 3 hours long. That would be wild to see.
Yeah, did they have an edition or any releases out there with all that shit on it? I'd love to see that.
Let me see what's on the back of this. I can't remember here.
Because the one I have is just a basic DVD.
More than 15 minutes is all on this one.
Will Kiss ever make a movie that doesn't bomb? They seem well. I think they've learned their lesson. They don't do movies anymore. Although we have to do a watch long of Kiss Meets the Fandom one day. This is great. He pretends
we
like
know,
he's Pistons fans.
What, Sean Clark has both of the pinball machines. I know that. Just saw that in one of his more recent pictures.
Like I said, go on. I've mentioned it before. Go to Instagram, look up Knights in Satan's Service. That's John Five's Kiss collection, and it rivals Gene Simmons's. Believe me, that guy's got everything you can possibly imagine.
I think Sebastian Bach's a big collector too.
Sebastian, they're both tight. Sebastian's a big collector too, but John Five's collection is just insane.
I'll have to look that up, man.
And I've said before, like with my Instagram, where I post stuff from my collection, that's where I got the inspiration to this. That's what he does. He posts something every single day from his collection.
He fucking hung up too early.
Yeah, exactly. He was such a dipshit. He fucking hung up before giving all the other stuff, his information. I think this movie had been released 5 years before, like 90. It would have fared much better. He's a nostalgia film. Well, this, you know what? They thought it was going to do better. It would have been done better a few years earlier because remember, in the 90s, there's a lot of nostalgia for the 70s. Look at that 70s show. And everybody was dressing in like flannels and plaid. And it was a big 70s resurgence in the 90s. But they think they were just a few years too late with this.
Is it true that they did a comic book or something where they used their blood?
The first Kiss comic, yeah, they did. They had blood drawn, and they went and poured the vials of blood into the printing ink.
That's cool.
Safe to say they know what sells and what doesn't. That's it. Kiss and sell.
Kiss and sell.
You ever want to read a good book on Kiss? Read Kiss and Sell. Real good book. Written by like one of their business managers from the 70s. And this is The Runaways. Joan Jett. Yeah, that's one thing you can't say that you can definitely say about this. It's got a great soundtrack.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you got the AV geek with his face is all pimpled out. I'll tell you, it was so. I mean, my high school was a lot like this. I just see the way things are now in school over the past 10, 20 years because of all the shit that goes on in schools. It makes school not fun because we could do so much more fun things, and the doors were never locked at my school ever. You could have just walked in, but there was nothing like the shit that's gone on in the last 10, 20 years. That's why I'm pretty glad my daughter's graduating in June. Just get the hell out of there. Joe Flaherty. Remember Joe Flaherty from Stripes, right, Brett? He was one of the check guards.
I'm sorry. Did you say something, Pat? I was talking to my son.
You remember Joe Flaherty? He was one of the check guards in Stripes.
That's right. That was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was him. He just kept throwing the cup of coffee in the other guy's face.
Yeah, that's right.
Some Thin Lizzy. Nice.
The devil's music.
They should make a movie where someone uses the Kiss blood to clone the Kiss members with their DNA from the comic book. There's so, you know what? With these avatars coming, I have a feeling they're going to do like a movie. I mean, the last thing they did was Kiss meets Scooby Doo.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Now, what does the disco guy say? Does he call it? Just saying what the movie says. Does he say queer makeup or fag makeup? I forget.
He's just fag makeup.
Yeah. So you got the fag makeup on you.
And what I don't remember, and I remember asking my brother this, is like they call it like all the Guido girls Stella's in this. I'm like, and my brother's 6 years older.
Yeah,
I said,
Stella.
was that even a saying? He's like, no, maybe it was like a Detroit thing. He said, but not when he was in school. He's like, we never called any girl Stella's.
This is also the guy from Happy Gilmore, right? Yeah,
That's what I was just thinking. Kept calling a jackass. Yeah, Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, he's been in so much stuff, Joe Flaherty. That's great when he gets all banged up on the shrooms. What are you looking at, Sister Gonorrhea?
Look at that old Volvo.
Yeah, right?
Oh, who outbid me?
Movie, unfortunately, this opened up against Sixth Sense, Blair Witch, Bowfinger, and American Pie. Well, that's true. Yeah, you could easily get lost in all those films. And out of that list, let's see, 1, 2. Out of those 3, I saw 3 out of those 4 in the theater. I didn't see Bowfinger in the theater. I saw Sixth Sense, Blair Witch, and American Pie.
Blair Witch, I saw the limited release. They had it here in Chicago with a limited release, and then it went full everywhere. Bowfinger, I did see, but this is right around American Beauty time, too.
Yeah. I'm surprised Sean Clark hasn't done this because he's a big Kiss fan, and he did a whole thing on Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park when he went to Magic Mountain and did a bunch of the sites there. I'm sorry, I gotta, next time I get into his ear, I'm like, you gotta do a freaking like all the scenes from Detroit Rock City, all the filming locations. Like he goes, wait, Santa, Satan, that's the same guy. Sister Gonorrhea.
I have good friends to stick with him, even though his mom was the one that caused all the chaos.
Yeah, really. I believe you're paying for all the shit now because your mom fucking burned our goddamn Kiss tickets. The hell's he drinking? It's like is that friggin' MD 2020, that Mad Dog shit? That's what it looks like.
Looks like the girls were named after like Kiss songs too. I know
Yeah,
they
Chris
all are.
was, but Christine too.
Christine 16, Beth.
Yeah, and Gene Simmons specifically requested Natasha Lyonne for that role. I was just reading. So they had more creative control in this movie than I thought. I guess it makes
Well, yeah.
sense.
Well, Gene Simmons, yeah, he was a producer. But Gene was a producer. I don't know. Think Paul Stanley had anything to do with it. It was Gene Simmons, Barry Levine, and I think the director, it's Adam Refkin. They pretty much were behind most of it. Oh wow! Timestamp 30 minutes and 49 seconds already. Look at that! Why don't you hop into your IROC Z, even though this is a Trans Am. And there we go. Here's our American Werewolf in London connection. It's David Norton singing, "Making It" from David Norton.
Look at these four, and look at that Trans Am. Oh, a bandit
Those things
car.
are worth. They're worth a fortune now.
That's the gold one, yeah. These fuckers got to be stopped. Is that what he says?
Car
Right?
with Stellas and Guidos.
Oh,
What has she been these days, Natasha Lyonne?
She
had
did
that
a horror
show.
movie. Yeah, but she is on another show. I can't think of the name of it.
it's on Peacock where she's the psychic.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's a good show. I only watched the first few episodes, but it's got a good cast.
Poker Face. Is that it?
Very good. You got it.
Is the show good?
I like it. I got to go back and finish it up. Like I just
That's a
finished up-
hunk of fucking cheese.
That does suck seeing that on that car.
Do miss movies with characters obsessed over a movie artist. There's Fanboys, 3,000 Miles of Graceland. Yeah, they're fun. They're just fun films.
Watch, you're gonna find them. They're gonna make a movie obsessed with Halloween. You'll see it.
It's coming. Yeah. Well, we already had a guy murder somebody because he was obsessed with Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Fanboys is a good film, though. I like Fanboys.
Oh, I was just thinking about it. That movie's really good, man.
The Star Wars one, yeah.
Oh yeah. Not many of these guys really did anything after this.
Just the two were in Cabin Fever together.
Yeah.
The long-haired guy and then the dark-haired guy. That's the mom's car. You guys like to party? Remember he says it all the time. Cabin Fever. You want to party? That's cool.
Oh yeah, where he plays that cop.
Yeah, and then the other guy with the long hair, he's got short hair. He's one of the ones that stays at the cabin. Ryan DeBello's the actor's name, I think.
James DeBello.
James DeBello, sorry.
Oh no, not the fag music.
Look at this guy is just awesome. I love this guy. Especially when he gets the makeup, right?
Yeah.
It gotta be stopped.
You go gods in the head? I'll be throwing that love gun A-track, damn it. How dare you?
Do you have one of the paper guns, Pat? from Love Gun?
It's in my Love Gun album, yeah.
See, I've got the album. I don't have the paper gun though.
Yeah, all the albums have been bequeathed to my son. He takes care of them now.
Cool.
They still got the Alive 2 with the booklet and the tattoos.
I need to look in mine. I think I might have the tattoos.
That's why when this first happened, it's just like, seriously, it's 4-on-2. With some Ozzy. Well, Sabbath, actually. We're real scared, Stella. Yeah, it's like, don't destroy the Trans Am. Look at that. Oh, doesn't it just kill you?
Well, at least I didn't see any heavy damage.
Yeah, exactly.
This girl's pretty cute too. The best you haven't seen the faces yet, right?
Yeah, there's the faces. Favorite Kiss Soul album for me? Easy. Ace Frehley's.
How about Gene Simmons one?
I like Gene Simmons, but it's such a mishmash to me. I like
There's
What do
a
you
lot
call it?
going on in
Ace.
Aces, which makes it cool.
that's a Stella.
So Jonathan Taylor Thomas auditioned for Hawk's part.
Really?
Did he?
Yeah. That's what it says, man. I was looking on the IMDb trivia.
I like this. But wait, they make pornos that start at that too. That would
Travis,
be
I
amazing.
was freaking up at like what 4:30 or 5 in the morning to get in line at age 45. That was pretty pathetic.
The most ridiculous thing you've done.
Lurch got out there pretty early too.
Yeah, that one morning I was out there at like 5 or 6.
Yeah, but then the way they did the lining, I think we got separated, right? Because they were doing.
Yeah, it was messed up how they did the lines.
Oh, because we didn't have our tickets. That's how it happened, right? Like people got tickets in.
Well, they
advance.
didn't tell anybody until like I'd been in line for like an hour or two.
I waited in line for PS2 the night before. I did that back in 2000 around this time. That was a big deal. Those PS2s were going to be limited for a long time. Kind of like what the 5 did. Trying to think if Pat waited in line for anything. Pat's not a long line waiting guy.
I don't like lines. Not a fan.
I ain't gonna lie, it was rough after that tour, man.
Oh yeah,
That was brutal. I wasn't expecting to walk that much, man.
Oh no, me neither.
You know what happens when it's something like with me when I'm like really super stoked about something? Like I needed very little sleep, even though it freaking hurt me when I got home and the rest of the week. Like I only slept, I think, 3 hours that night.
I didn't sleep much.
Yeah, because we were at the place, Pat. Like you left a little bit after us, the one club on Friday night.
Mm-hmm. Says my dad took me to Walmart when I was a kid, and there was a Spider-Man blanket on display that I wanted, but the employee said it was a display blanket. No, it's in stock, so it wasn't for sale. Sounds like something my dad would say. Go tell him it's not for sale. It is a bullshit disco album.
I'll be waiting in line next week when I go to the Cubs convention, though. That's all line long waiting things. But we usually ever a good time drinking and eating during those lines. So.
Did you guys get your Scream Great figures in? I think you did, Pat, right?
Yeah, the blue jumpsuit one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just got my notification mine was going out. I was part of, I guess, the second shipment, which was a bummer, but it's okay.
Oh, you still didn't get it yet. That's right. Wow.
No, it's shipped now, so it was part of this last shipment.
It's a
Finally on
good-looking
this
figure.
way. Yeah, I haven't been busy. I just haven't been online looking for stuff.
So Cheap Trick, right?
Cheap Trick, yeah.
It's
This
funny,
was
Detroit.
we used to play this in my old band, and the part where it says when they came home and found mom and dad and rolling around with his Kiss records,
Mhm.
and he got my Kiss records on. The singer would always say, I got Pat's Kiss records on.
It's funny is Detroit's a little less than 4 hours away from me, and I've never been to Detroit.
Yeah, I've never been there either. Would have been nice to have seen Cobo Hall. I mean, it's still standing, or did they tear it down? I know it's closed.
What was interesting, Pat, when we went to Steel City Con and got the dog when we were coming out towards your way, when we were going through Ohio, because the area right below Detroit or below Michigan, we saw a whole bunch of Ford trucks of a whole bunch of different vehicles from Ford trailers,
nice.
you know, and it was like, oh, I guess we're not too far from Michigan, so it makes sense.
Guys, it's long story short, there was arguing with man, dropped me off, leaving, then coming back with a blanket. That's the blanket from before. He went back and stole it. Party with your parents. His only knowledge of Detroit is from Beverly Hills Cop. Don't think, Galaxy, you make my dick itch.
Well, that's why I never really wanted to go to Detroit. Was Detroit's a very violent city, isn't it?
Did you ever see Kentucky Fried Movie?
A long time ago. Yeah.
And you know they have all different skits, and one of the skits is like it's a Bruce Lee thing, and they go to this island where like all these martial arts people are training, and they send the guy in there to infiltrate it. And as he first gets there, he's watching I guess like the people being tried, and one of them, and of course it's a spoof, it's supposed to be funny, and it's just like, what do you have to say for yourself? Are you guilty? He's like, yeah. He's like trying to pass judgment. Like the one guy he's like took the one guy's head off, stabbed the other guy, and he's like, take him to Detroit. And he's like, no, anything but that. Yeah, we have to do a watch along of
I'll have to watch that again before we do that.
Yeah, Kentucky Fried Movie. We got to definitely do a watch along of that.
You know what I think a lot about Detroit, and it's not a good thing, is Barbarian. Remember that horror movie? Remember that's just outside of Detroit where that all takes place at that house.
Baby.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, good movie. Oh, okay. Gentlemen, I do have to head out to go get the little girl.
All righty.
Lurch, thank you for coming on here, but yeah.
Well, thank you guys for having me, man. I always enjoy it.
Yeah, if you guys are still on when I get back, I will hop back on. So
Cool.
I got daddy duty call. I got to pick up my kid.
Well, be safe out there, man.
We will. Okay. Enjoy it.
All right, brother. Later. He said daddy duty. This is great. They're all just sitting there and he starts joking. What are you fucking crazy? And it's funny, like the DJ with that weird haircut. It's like, what the hell is that? Who had that kind of hair?
Right, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about Sweet being on this soundtrack too. That's a good song, man. Fox
on the Run. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there is Mothers Against the Music of Kiss. Matt Mock.
So apparently this first lady that was protesting is Paul Stanley's then wife.
Maybe. Yeah, I never knew that.
And I can't think of her name.
I can't think of her name either. I know the wife
Is
he's
it
married to now
Pamela
is
Bowen?
Pamela Bowen. Yeah, because his wife now his name is Erin. Her name is Erin.
I've never met any of the members. I did meet Peter Chris's wife though. I got to talk to her for about 30 or 40 minutes, man. She was really cool.
Gigi.
Yeah, she was really cool, dude.
Joe's got favorite Kiss costume era for me, but probably be Love Gun. Yeah, it's big nostalgia for me. 77. God, I remember Christmas of 77 getting the Live 2 and double platinum, and I think got Dressed to Kill. I remember when the solo albums came out, and I went. My parents got me the Gene Simmons one, and then I went to my aunt's house. I got the Paul Stanley one. I went to my grandparents. I got the Ace Frehley one. Then went to my other aunt. And I got the Ace Frehley one.
Did you have the Migos?
I had the Migos. Yes, I did. But of course, back in the day, you didn't think they saved stuff like that. So on the back of the Migo boxes were guitars and drums that you could cut out and make like a little band. But so of course, we cut the shit out of all of them. But funny story, I remember. God, it's got to be the early '80s. I was at probably have them down by you. By me, they were like closeout stores. It was called Odd Lot, and I remember vividly going into the Odd Lot with my mother, and there was a shelf filled with Kiss Migo dolls.
Really?
Like $2.50 a piece.
I wonder. We have something called Big Lots here.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's like the same thing. Yeah,
that was called Odd Lot, and they used to have all those types of closeouts. And I remember, I'm like, oh God, if I get a time machine and go back and buy them all.
Oh, that'd be awesome, man.
This is where he's like, shit. But I know you're going to pay dearly.
Man, the one Kiss collectible I've always wanted was that. I think Spencer's put it out. It was that the fountain that like spit blood.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool, man.
And this always irked me when they played Highway to Hell in here, because this is supposed to be 1978 and Highway to Hell was 1979.
I did not know that.
So what's a Kiss song that never made it off the album you wish to become a hit? Me, always liked Mr. Speed, which is on Rock and Roll Over. Always love that song. I love the guitar riff in it.
Were you a fan of Vinnie Vincent?
I like some of the stuff he did in Kiss. I mean, he was a good songwriter, good guitar player. He was just a wacko. He had the key to the kingdom, and he basically shot himself in the foot several times. He had a couple of songs, even with Vinnie Vincent's Invasion. There was a couple of songs that were okay, but he's just a wacko. Smart just need things from that place. Oh, you have Big Lots? Yeah, there's a Big Lots. By the one mall I go to, I know there's a Big Lots. I've never been in it though. Probably the same place. Yeah, they're just like closeout stores where they sell shit for cheap. Where basically like storefront flea markets. Shake your wee wee. Go win some money to buy some Kiss tickets. I couldn't do this.
Oh yeah, no, I couldn't.
And this would never happen. He's gonna walk in there and he's gonna meet like somebody that looks like Shannon Tweed. She's a cradle robber basically, because he's young.
Oh yeah.
Come on, go shake your wee wee. Look at that. Wow. Oh my God. We're at timestamp is 49 minutes and 12 seconds already. Wow. Yeah. Fraley's Comet. Always loved Fraley's Comet, especially the first one. Second one was a little, wasn't too bad. Then the solo, he's got a couple decent solo albums. I did see them on that tour, Fraley's Comet. The first tour they opened for Iron Maiden. No, I'm gonna
Which-
beat my. I'm gonna beat my ticket as some defenseless kid.
Which band was it that Kiss opened up for them, and then like a year later, like they were opening up for Kiss?
Blue Oyster Cult.
Blue Oyster Cult. That's it.
Yeah, probably my second favorite band, next to Kiss.
Oh, I love BOC, man.
Big BOC fan. There it is. The Indian dress, like because of the Village People. Man, God, I remember as a kid, man, my mother loved the Village People. She had the biggest
yeah?
crush. Oh, she had the biggest. Up there's Ron Jeremy. She had the biggest crush on the construction worker.
Every time I think of the Village People, man, I think of Wayne's World, man, where they go in that club.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, I told everybody. I think it was one of my guilty pleasure movies is the Village People movie. Can't Stop the Music. It's
I'll have to
so
check that out,
bad.
man.
It's so goddamn bad, but it's entertaining. I don't know. A lot of nostalgia for it, I guess, for me. Band of Art. What's up, Brian? You don't even see. Well, in a big city, you probably see, but you don't see too many of these men's clubs around. I remember Chippendales was the big one. Oh, this is where we're going to see Shannon Tweed. Tell you though, she had everything going, man.
Oh yeah.
Good looking woman, good body, and her sister's hot as hell too. Remember, her sister
Yeah,
used to
they're
be on.
both pretty, man.
Yeah, she was always on Family Jewels.
Yeah. So whether you like Kiss or not, you gotta admit that they're like one of the best bands at merchandising, man.
Oh, easy. I mean, they weren't the first to do it, but the people credit them for the first. I mean, you forget it. Elvis, the Beatles, forget it. They really pioneered it. I used to have one of those as a kid. Stretch Armstrong.
They came back out with those, man.
Yeah, they did. The Kiss sucks. I remember my wife and I were out somewhere and we saw Stretch Armstrong. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I have to have one. She's like, no, you don't. I'm like, yeah, I do. Gina Paul, well, and truth be told, the brainchild behind the merchandising at first was their manager, Bill O'Coin.
Oh,
That's
really?
why, if you see a lot of that vintage Kiss merchandise, because he owned part of the merchandising, it'll all say a coin management on all that stuff, because he was really his brainchild to do all that shit. And then when it started to sell, Gene's like, this is the way to do it.
I mean, I just think it's wild. They got everything from like condoms to caskets, man.
Seriously, I know. I had one of those pinball machines. I had one for about 10 years.
Man, did you sell it?
Sold it, yeah. We were clearing out the house when we were moving from Jersey to Pennsylvania, and it was just like sitting downstairs, and I'm like, you know what? I had sold all my other collectibles, and I held on to that, but I'm like, you know what? It's time to let it go. I like this. Chongo. This dude's a beast. Speaking of Blue Oyster Cult, they're playing. There it is, Godzilla.
So what's your most prized Kiss collectible, man?
Probably when I had all the Kiss collectibles. I'm trying to think of one. Probably would be the pinball machine. Probably the pinball machine. The record player I had was just tough to get. The radio control van's tough. Oh, and the Kiss toy plastic guitar. I still had one in the box. I should have brought all the pictures. I should have brought all the pictures up from all the shit
I was
had.
thinking about, they did a Gene Simmons like Guitar Hero controller.
Did they? Oh, they did one
Yeah.
with the axe space.
Yeah.
I'll do anything to get out of a beating.
And it seems like they did some Gene Simmons boots at one time. I can't remember who it was.
There it is. There's the Fox on the Run.
Yeah, man, I love this song.
Travis Mitchell. I got a Star Wars book at a thrift store and found a condom wrapper inside from a U2 concert tour. I didn't know U2 sold condoms at their shows. I remember the Kiss condoms vividly at the shows. This is the way. I mean, nowadays there's no way in hell you could sneak in.
Nah, man, it's just different back in the 70s and 80s.
It really, really was. Nowadays, forget it. My friend Pat, the first time he met them, we were leaving, and he stayed behind and pretended to be one of the roadies and started like folding the chairs. We were at I think, where did we see them? Was it the Brenda Byrne Arena, which was the Continental Arena? And he started pretending like he was like one of the roadies. We're like, well, we're gonna go outside because I don't feel like getting arrested. And he made his way to the back.
Dang.
and met Gene and Paul.
That's awesome, man.
He's like, oh man, you should have did it. I said, yeah, I know, but I just was with my luck. I go, it's probably better I wasn't with you. I probably would have got arrested. Do one more beer. She was great in this, Lynch.
Oh yeah, I think this is the first movie I ever saw her in.
This is I remember seeing her in other movies, but this is the most memorable one for me. Then obviously, the other movies that she did came after this. Oh, what's up, Bill? Hails and Geos. Can't stay long. Been feeling under the weather all day. Just want to pop and say, hey, what's up, man? Oh, that sucks. But
yeah, Barmer, I hope you get to feeling better, man.
We'll make you feel better with your intro.
Fuck the other Everscathed. Fuck you for sending me this shit.
And I did see your thing, and I commented before with Chris Nelson, so I just didn't have a chance. So let me try reaching out to him, see if we get him on. And this is hysterical. He goes stick his pants off. He's got the Gene Simmons underwear.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
I was writing a Halloween 6 story for fun, and had a part where Wade from H4 is watching a woman's exercise video using a Stretch Armstrong doll as a resistance band. That's pretty fucked up. But that's cool as hell. I can see Wade doing something. Wade is like the character Axel from Friday 4. And this is probably like the longest fight scene in history is probably from They Live. This is probably the longest throw up scene in history. When he starts puking, he just doesn't stop. He fills the whole thing up. Some what do you call it? The Casey and the Sunshine Band. Boogie Shoes.
What song is it that he dances to?
Strutter.
Strutter.
From the first album. He was drinking all that freaking bourbon. Now he's all banged up. This is nasty. I'm telling you, it's like the longest puke ever. Let's show you. The puke scene in Scary Movie 2 is pretty long too. He just fills the whole goddamn thing up. This is nasty. Then he's like, ugh.
Guaranteed he
that-
felt a lot better after that.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's just nasty. And if I remember correctly, the only reason Ron Jeremy's in this because I think Gene Simmons he begged Gene Simmons to let him in,
Man, that's
so they gave him a little cameo. He's doing the Crispin Glover dance from H4. How do you watch the movie Waiting tonight? I forgot how funny that. Wait, which one was Waiting? Why am I forgetting it? Drawing a blank on Waiting. Movie
oh, that's the one with Ryan Reynolds.
Is
I
that
think it is where he's like a waiter. It's got Ryan Reynolds and who else is in it? Justin Long, is that it?
I didn't see that one.
Let me see. I think it is.
That's not. You know what, Travis? That's not bad. I'm gonna write that down. We usually do our top 5, but we do top 5 puke scenes.
Yeah, it's got Justin Long and Ryan. Yeah, that movie's hilarious, man.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Kiss this. So is that what it is? The waiters at a restaurant mess with the food and show each other their balls. No, that one definitely passed by me. I have to check it out. There's some Ramones in there.
Did you watch that Motley Crue movie, The Dirt?
Yeah,
That was good, dude.
that was good. I mean, I think even they admitted certain scenes were embellished a little bit, but it was all pretty much dead on for what they said. Some crazy shit. Tell you, man, that time, L.A. in the early '80s, especially up at the Sunset Strip.
Oh,
That's
but
some
it
crazy
was wide
shit.
open, man.
That's why when we were over there, I'm like, I gotta go hit the Sunset Strip, hit all the bars. Me and the wife, she's like, "What was this? What was that?" I was telling her this. You had to hit all the places while we're out here.
Did you go to the Whiskey A Go Go?
The whiskey, we ate at the Rainbow.
Man, I didn't get to go to the Rainbow, man.
I like the song in the background. You had that's the song Popcorn. He's too
Oh,
stupid.
Was that a Ted Nugent pinball machine? I swear that was a.
Yeah, it looks like it. I didn't even know
it is.
It is. Well, he was the Motor City Madman. He's from Detroit. I never knew they had a Ted Nugent pinball machine, truth be told. That's a good catch, Lurch. I didn't see that until you pointed it out. Did not know that.
That is cool.
Yeah, popcorn. Yeah. You know what my kids will tell you? Half the time you get in my car, I have the 70s channel on in Sirius because I love all the old cheesy 70s songs. This is great. Imagine this. Getting laid in a confessional. Going straight to hell. What are you doing here? I thought you were Jewish.
Wasn't the priest like a pervert in this too?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He's like, you have any impure thoughts? Or does your dad have any magazines under the bed? Yeah, he was a perv. Oh, it's okay. I can take it. Yeah, but we definitely maybe the next month or two, I'll talk the boys into doing a watch along of Kiss Meets the Phantom at the Park. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would be
that
cool,
is
man.
that's 70s cheesy nostalgia at its finest. I remember watching it when it premiered, October 28th, 1978. It's a Saturday night, and I was at my cousin's house. We were all watching it.
Have you ever seen the Groove Tube?
Oh, I love the Groove Tube.
Yeah, man.
It's such a great movie. I remember I found that on like Skinamax one night when I was real
Really?
young. And I'm like, what the hell is the Groove Tube? And I watched it, and it's just, I love when he's with the clown that's acting like a clown, telling all the adults to leave the room. Then he starts reading from a dirty
Oh,
book.
starts reading those erotic novels.
I love that. And the dealers in the beginning, it's the one guy, and the tall, skinny guy is Richard Belzer.
Oh yeah, from Law and Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, we should do it. I talked to guys into that. Like 1 month we should do the Groove Tube one because they're very similar. There's same types of movies with the comedy sketches. We have to do the Groove Tube, but we have to do Kentucky Fried Movie.
I'll have to look that one up. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it was directed by John Landis. The Kentucky Fried Movie, one of his first movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Well, who was the one guy in? Well, in the Groove Tube, you had what the hell was in it? Chevy Chase was in the Groove Tube.
That's right.
In
Yeah.
one skit, really young Chevy Chase. Blake, what's up, man? I had no idea who Shannon Tweed was. Really? Didn't know who Shannon Tweed was into this movie? Come on, didn't you watch Skinamax at all? Then again, you're younger, so maybe not, because Skinamax was really big in the late 80s, early 90s, and she was like the queen of Skinamax. Oh, geez, I can only imagine what this is. Just got done interviewing John Carpenter. Ronnie will upload soon. Hope you like it. Like, if it's anything like if it's anything like the Dr. Loomis thing you did, that was funny as hell. Oh, so how did you like how did you like Skinamarink? Oh, Skinamax. I think you like. I think you said you watched Skinamarink. I was gonna say don't watch Skinamarink. Yeah, Skinamax was great. What the hell was it? What the hell was the one series that was always on Skinamax? The Emmanuel movies. It was Emmanuel movies and the Happy Hooker. Yes, yeah. Don't watch Skinamarink.
The
Take
Kiss
my advice. You'll be
Army.
happy. And this guy here holding up the place is the guy Brad from look at all those knockers from Boogie Nights. The friggin' debauchery that went on backstage back then.
Oh man. I bet
Yeah,
it was
Emmanuel,
wild.
tons of those Emmanuel movies and the Happy Hooker. Taxi Cab Confessions were fun too.
I've watched that. I watched did you ever watch that show Cat House about the bunny ranch in
About the Bunny
Vegas?
Ranch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine all those girls naked in a hot tub? I was born in the wrong life, damn it. Yeah, and Real Sex was good too. I used to like Real Sex. There was some strange shit that they showed on Real Sex. Oh God, if you get me out of this, I'll never pull my pork again. Travis said I was a teenager with cable while my mom was at work, so all those titties just brought back some memories. Yeah. Well, that was it. You know, my dad went to bed early because he used to get up at like freaking 3:30 in the morning to go to work. So he was always in bed early. Then my mom would go upstairs and read a book, and she'd fall asleep. So I'd just watch Skinamax, and there was always something fun to watch on Skinamax. And it was what the hell was it? It was Friday After Dark on Skinamax. Friday After Dark is when they showed the best stuff. They called it. They call me Dr. Love. Alien Sex Files. I probably saw it, but I honestly don't remember the name. I probably did see it. And Blake, if you're still out there, talk to Ronnie. Let us know 1 week you guys want to do Porky's. Come on and do Porky's with us. Definitely got to plan that one. That's going to be fun. Brian used to love Skinamax. Used to watch that late night in our basement. Had a couch down there. That you wore out. And especially the old cable boxes with the cord. I mean, I don't know if anybody here is old enough to remember those old cable boxes that actually had the cord. And you'd hit certain channels and it would be all scrambly. So I'd always hit the channel.
I was just thinking about that, man. It was like channel 96. Every once in a while, you catch a frame of like a boob or something.
You get a boob or something, and I'd just be sitting there. I saw a boob. Is that an ass? We'd always try to see something like that. The best is when you're casually going up to the TV guide with someone next to you, realize you're in the porn channels, and frantically scroll back down. No, the worst is, if anybody remembers, of my age, remembers the video store days, where you'd go and they always had the special section with all the adult films, and it was in a different separate room, and they had like those louver doors, like the old saloon type doors. And they must have bought them from the squeaky door factory. So like when it's all quiet, you go in here to look at the dirty covers, and the door's like, and then everybody looks at it. And they look to see who's going in the porn section. And you're like, trying not to be seen by anybody.
Yeah, the video store up above my house, they had like a little section like that, and the door was like those like 70s beads that hang down. Cover the door. Yeah.
At least those are quiet. It's not the squeaky door where, we have like this family over there looking at like the Disney movies, and they're looking at you like you're like a perv.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I was, but
it's like a dead giveaway.
And then this guy, what do you call it? Is the one guy? What the hell is his name? He was in The Sopranos. One of the car shop guys. Well, they'll flash him up again. She was hot as hell in this too, Shannon.
Oh man, yeah, she's gorgeous.
Brian said, my dad had a whole collection of Hustler and Sherry magazines to take them from his closet and use them. Oh, God. Yeah, my father. Well, that's it. You're my age, especially. We're of the age where our dads had magazines. Nobody really buys magazines. It was all videotapes in the 80s. Nobody bothered buying magazines anymore. I mean, I wouldn't even know who buys magazines anymore. It's like, seriously? Everything's online. You don't even need to freaking buy anything.
Oh yeah.
But Dad had a collection underneath the bed that we used to steal. And then his thing was when he had the adult tapes. I caught him one night when he didn't realize I was spying, and our house was like the Brady Bunch house. It had like paneled walls and drop ceilings. because it was an old house and it was all plaster and lath. So back in the 70s, my dad just paneled everything and put drop ceilings. So he just lifted the tile up and put put all the videotapes in the drop ceiling and then cover the tile. And I called him one day. I'm like,
Man.
oh, so that's where you put them. Okay.
It's the guy in the white you're talking about, right?
The guy on the right, he was in The Sopranos. What the hell is?
Oh,
his
that
name?
guy. I'm thinking about the guy in the white. He was on that show Grounded for Life.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff, and I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Oh, the
now,
other
yeah.
guy was what the hell was his name in The Sopranos? I forget.
Bobby
Bobby something.
Baccarat.
Baccarelli. Bobby Bacala.
Yeah.
Bobby Bacala. That's it. Thank you. Travis sent me into GameStop with my games and was waiting for $100. But since I went in without an adult, I went into a GameStop gift card to have cash. Oh, that sucks. You get freaking screwed. Brian said this is then I'd go to look at the magazine again, and when I'd go to get it and it would be missing, next day I'd find it. Yeah, my dad knew that we used to steal his magazine, and he knew that we grabbed the things. It was just me and my brother, and he kind of turned his head as long as we didn't ruin anything. Well, truth be told, I remember the first one moved to adult films were 35 millimeter. My dad had a projector. We used to have to put them on a freaking projector and watch them.
Oh man, I remember seeing like the Girls Gone Wild commercials like really late at night.
Oh yeah, Girls Gone Wild. I forgot about that. Look at you, man. You're going to a Kiss concert. You get laid in a confessional. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I forgot Old Lady from Grounded for Life was it? Yeah.
That song makes me think of Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Rob Zombie's Halloween. You're right.
Yep.
Old Nazareth. Like, talk about a trip of a lifetime for these guys, huh?
Oh no, man.
Dr. Love. Look at that. $1.99 ice cream, $1.69 for milk. Could you imagine? Oh God. Well, I remember back in 78 when the Kiss cards came out, the Don Russ Kiss cards, they were 15 cents a pack.
Man.
They went up to 25 cents for the second series, but they were 15 cents originally.
They're probably worth what now?
Oh, like a full box of Kiss cards is probably about $600-700.
Good God.
This little kid was such a dick. And they do get their comeuppance later. Django. Hey, Brady's in the chat. He's probably on his way home with the little girl. Love to see what these four guys would be doing present day. Yeah, exactly. Little kids throw shit at him. Yeah, you wonder what these guys delinquents would be nowadays. I wonder if I have to ask Sean Clark one day if he's got anything from this film, any type of props or anything from this film.
Did you see where he said he got banned from Prop Store?
Yeah, I saw that video. Did you see the video with all the Rob Zombie stuff?
No, I've got to watch that. I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet. I've got to watch that.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff. He just got a mother load that he got off Tyler.
I wonder if that was his stuff at H45 in the case.
It was his and John Norman's.
Okay.
Yeah, it was some of it was Sean's and some of it was John Norman's. He was that ridiculously tall guy that was standing there.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going back and forth with him a while back, probably last year or two. It was nice to meet him in person. I actually sold him. I know I sold him a few things, but I sold him Halloween 2 press kit. I remember I had an additional press kit, and I sold him my second one.
Man. He's got quite a collection.
Yeah. I always say one of these days I gotta get a Matt Mock shirt. So people can ask me what the hell it is.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah, right. Joe says a babysitter of mine would take me to church and would put on some VHS of her son's to entertain me while she got ready. She took out a copy of Rad and pulled out a VHS called Curb Size Cuties. I don't remember that. I remember Rad. I don't remember Curb Size Cuties. I might have to look that one up. I do remember Rad.
Yeah, I think Sean owns one of the chainsaws from Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, he does. He's just got just a crazy collection.
It's unreal, man. But I mean, you think about the connections he has, man. I mean, he's the agent for like all the original Halloween cast, right?
Yeah. I love when they all get together. I know, let's just beat the shit out of each other and say we got mugged. And they're like, it's worth a shot. They just beating the crap out of each other. And a great song. VH. Running with the Devil. On the Screamcast too. See, yeah, right.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
It was all bad. Come on, just beat the shit out of each other. Hey, you gotta wonder if this would work. It's like, hey, I had tickets. Somebody freaking mugged me for them. Would you let me in? They just beat the shit out of each other.
And I mean, when they go up to the ticket booth, it was just the perfect timing for that too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. John Patterson, what's up, man? I'm a massive Kiss fan. While at work, watched the filming of Detroit Rock City movie Toronto. The production company used the old C&E grandstand and later the Cops Coliseum in Hamilton. Oh wow, you get to watch this? That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's movie magic. They're saying it's Detroit, and it's not. It's up in Toronto and Hamilton. And it was perfect that they just happened to be there at the perfect moment. And it works out perfectly too, because the one guy's like this mammoth. It worked out perfectly. It's just just throw their ass out. Tisk, 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 my measly midget friend. Stuck into that little prick. Never saw this kid anywhere before. Not that I wouldn't recognize him because he's got makeup on.
Have you ever seen Minnie Kiss live?
I actually did years
Man,
ago.
I wanted to, man. They did the Mad Monster party here in Charlotte back in October, and I wanted to go so bad, man, but I couldn't get off work.
God, it had to be shit. I was still dating my wife when I first saw them. So that was over 20 years ago. Seen a couple of good Kiss tribute bands over the years. Seen a couple of really bad ones, but I've seen a couple of decent ones. And that was basically the plan that they did. Something they had been talking about for 20 some odd years was when they call it quits, they were just going to basically handpick a group of people to take over for them and just having a officially sanctioned touring tribute band.
Oh, okay.
And I know Gene Simmons was actually shopping around like a reality show where they would audition people to replace, and you would win a spot as one of the people in Kiss, which would have been awesome.
You know, Gene Simmons growing up, he's got a pretty crazy story, man, with his mom being like a Holocaust survivor. And
oh yeah, and she just died. What?
It hadn't been long ago.
It was. I don't think it was last year. I think it was 2022. The little kid gives you. Yeah, he does, right? He does. He gives you Dag vibes. The kid, I thought Kiss should have done it. Totino's pizza commercial. A kid goes to close the microwave, then Gene Simmons boo kicks it back open and sings, "I want a pizza roll all night." Hey, don't tell Gene. We'll do it now.
It was a Kiss playing in the opening scene of Halloween.
Yeah,
I thought he was wearing a Kiss shirt too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was wearing Destroyer shirt. Yeah, Rob Zombie, big Kiss fan. All right. Not good in Spanish, but hello. The movie, yeah. For watch-alongs, we're watching the movie. Like Lurch is watching it on his own. I'm watching it on my own, and we're just commenting with everybody, and everybody else is watching it on their own. We can't broadcast it because YouTube will take it right down. Actually, they'll take it down while we're live. They'll shut it down. So it's basically we're all watching it together on our own. I wish we could broadcast it, but I wonder. Somebody brought up the other day. I wonder if you have like movies that are open domain and you broadcast it. If
I think anything after 80 years is public domain. I think it's 80 years.
Yeah, because I'd love to just put the movie up there so we can all watch it, but they'll take that shit right down.
So do you know how Ace like had his guitar smoke like that? Did he have like a specific guitar just for that song?
Yeah. Okay. Originally, he like wired it to like smoke bombs. Like it was real crude. And how they did it years later, how they did it professionally, I don't know. But I know originally he said it was like smoke bombs. Now I give Gene all the credit in the world. Would you want to be spitting all this shit up every night and getting it all over you?
Nah.
So people can say what they want. They earn their money every time they did a show. It's not like they were just standing up there. It was a show. That is it. That is Detroit Rock City, 1999. I like to Melanie Linsky. That's her name, Beth, from who played Rose from 2.5 Men. So Flaherty. So yeah, I want to see. Because you said that the one woman was Pamela Bowen, right? Let me see. Oh, it is. There it is, right there. Pamela Bowen. That was. I never knew that. That was a good catch. Did not know that. Yeah, that's the only one I wanted to see. So I'm going to shut this off over here. Yeah, so that was Detroit Rock City. So yeah, maybe in a month or so, because we don't want to do too much Kiss stuff. Although I have no complaints about it. We should do a watch along of Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. I'm trying to think of where we could watch it though, because if you don't own it, it's not streaming anywhere that I know of.
What's it called now?
Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. Yeah, I don't know where you would find it though. So I have to dig into that.
Okay, well, there's links online to find it.
Probably, yeah. You could.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can find it somewhere online. Red said that's right. Public domain. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that Mickey Mouse hit that mark, and now there's a horror movie coming out, just like they did with Winnie the Pooh. They did the Winnie the Pooh horror. Now they're gonna do a Mickey Mouse horror movie. But see, the thing I don't understand about trademarks is like I don't know. Like Disney is still around. Why can't you just re-up it, so to speak? But I guess I don't understand all that legal jargon shit. John says, they went to the Detroit Rock City movie premiere in Brampton, Ontario. There was a Kiss trivia contest by a local radio station held, and I answered every question. Like, oh, that's awesome. Did you win anything? Were they giving anything out? Be curious. Yeah, like I thought they would have had like a lot more Kiss stuff. Like I said, when you went to the theater, like they had like little giveaways or something, but they really didn't have anything. I thought it would have been something cool because around the time this came out in '99, I still had my Kiss collection. I didn't sell it off until the early 2000s, and I was a little disappointed. I'm like, oh man, it'd be cool that if you went to the theater and you got like a giveaway, which now it's much more popular getting giveaways for films than it was back then. I mean, look at all the shit they gave away, like at Halloween movies. But yeah, that is Detroit Rock City. So I would give this. See, I'm a nostalgia guy. If we give it a ranking, realistically, it's comedy. So I'd give this a good 6.5.
Oh yeah,
out of 10, which is fair. I could have went higher for nostalgia and for Kiss, but like you said, Kiss is in it for what, 25 seconds, 30 seconds at the end. That's it. And the rest of it's just basically a comedy. Great soundtrack, a lot of fun, and a lot of nice boobies.
I thought the movie was well thought out too. That shot where it was like in Gene Simmons' mouth was really cool, man.
Yeah, with his tongue.
Yeah.
Would have been nice if they showed a little Shannon Tweed skin, but it's like, why not? Maybe Gene's like, nah, she doesn't show that stuff anymore. She's mine. She belongs to me.
I can't blame him.
Yeah, so that is Detroit Rock City, man. Thanks for Lurch for coming in and joining us for this watch along. And I think, is it next week? What did I see we were doing next week with Colin? I thought I wrote it down. Oh, the Hitcher. That's right. So next Tuesday we're going to do the Hitcher. And Colin's going to join us for the Hitcher next week.
Sweet.
That's a great film. I love it. Love me some Rutger Hauer. Miss that guy. So yeah, that'll be our next week's watch along. We'll be back Sunday with a podcast. And Byron, if you're watching this after the fact, Byron Weaver, he was hitting me up because I with the holidays and my job changing, we never got back on the Halloween movie, the Halloween book club. And we're supposed to start the Halloween Kills book. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this week, but I think definitely next week we'll get back on the Halloween book club and we'll start Halloween Kills because I feel bad. It just fell by the wayside with the holidays and just things shifting around at work. And I just haven't had a chance to. I read it and I know it, but I like to redo it, listen to it, and take notes again so I don't miss anything. I just haven't had a minute to do it. Now, if the holidays over, I got more time. Cold weather setting in. Holidays are over. I'll catch up on a lot of shit now. Big time.
Speaking of Rutger Hauer, have you seen Hobo with a Shotgun?
No, I didn't see Hobo with a Shotgun.
You got to watch that, man.
Good?
Oh, yeah. It's hilarious.
John's at the trivia contest. I won a Psycho Circus CD, a 3D Psycho Circus song VHS tape, T-shirt, actually a T-shirt. I was asked to not answer further questions as I was winning too much for the organizers. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I don't claim to know everything about Kiss, but I do pretty well at Kiss trivia contest. I'd give it a shot. That's what my wife always said. She's like, if you remembered more about the things that you really need to do other than Kiss and Halloween, I'm like, well, other things aren't fun. You remember more about the things that are fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, Hobo, it's lots of fun.
Yeah, Brett's seen it. Yeah.
You driving, Brett? You're on your way back? Is Taylor driving that you're texting? Could you reach the pedals? But yeah, well, that's it. Well, we can head out for the night because it's already 10 o'clock here. Okay. And by you're on Eastern time zone, and 420 is going to roll around early. So let me get some stuff done. And everybody like, comment, subscribe. And we do this every Tuesday night. Every Tuesday we do a watch along. We do like once a month. We do a comedy, or maybe even twice, depending on what's going on. But it's usually a horror film. So if horror is your niche, it's the place to be. Come back next week. We're doing the Hitcher. That's gonna be a lot of fun. The original Hitcher, not the remake. Yep, driving and using the mic to put in. I could tell, not because it said comments instead of comments. There it is. That's the thing I hate about using the mic. It always hears the wrong goddamn words. And I say, so Brady, I'll be in touch. We'll regroup and figure out what's going on for Sunday, and probably not this Sunday, maybe the following week. I think this Sunday we might have Bill on, the Everscathed, and do bands and songs in horror movies. So we just have to shore up with him that we're definitely doing that this Sunday, and we're working on doing our own award show and trying to put something fun together for the movies from 2023. Because fuck the Academy, they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Nah,
come hang out with us. We're wackos. We'll drink and pick movies we like. That's how it works. So yeah, so everybody like, comment, subscribe, come back. Lurch, thanks a bunch for hanging out. We'll have Lurch back again.
Hey man, thanks for having me on, dude. I always enjoyed it. It's always a pleasure, man.
Yeah, and like I said, we've talked about a pilgrimage. Maybe the next couple of months we'll come down. For me, it's not a long drive. I can maybe convince the wife into a weekend drive down there.
Yeah, just let me know, man. We'll get up.
Thanks, John. Good show. Bring on 15 to 60. That's not a bad idea. We should do that. We should revisit, because especially we go back to the Universal monster movies. They're short watches too. They're only about an hour long. But yeah, that's not a bad idea. I would also like to do some of the Giallo movies.
Oh, I'd love that, man. I've been getting into Giallo recently. Yeah. There's some good ones. There's some hot girls in them too. Oh yeah. Beautiful. So you want to watch a movie with a lot of skin? Go watch the Giallo movies, and they're hot as hell. Like that Edwidge Fenay. I can never understand how to say her name, but my God, unbelievable. Love her to death. But yeah, that's good, John. Definitely, I wouldn't mind doing that. I have to revisit that because we're always thinking of, I guess, movies from the 70s and 80s. But yeah, there's so much more that we can dive into from the 50s and 60s. Some oddball ones too. Phenomena is really good, and it's got Donald Pleasance in it. So yeah, that's right. Yeah, and if you go back to the original Psycho, because didn't we do Psycho 2? I forget. No, we didn't do Psycho 2 yet. We should do that back to back. We should do a Psycho watch along and then Psycho 2 the next week. Love Psycho 2. But yeah, so everybody like, comment, subscribe. We'll be here again on Sunday night for the podcast, and back next Tuesday night for another watch along, and come back. We're watching The Hitcher. So everybody, thanks to my buddy Lurch for hanging out with us, and we'll definitely be pulling you out of the chat again and bringing you on, hanging out with us. Anytime, man. So you hang on. We'll say our goodbyes after the fact. And everybody have a good night and a good week, and see you on Sunday. a fun show, man.